established through the partnership of the Western region, the then regional government, and the USAID. Today, the college has transformed from a two-program institution to an institution with many programs serving the needs of the Nigerian economy. We are proud to celebrate this anniversary because there are hallmarks of achievements over the years. We want to give glory to God for the opportunity that He has given unto us to see today, being the commemoration of the 61st anniversary. I am Dr. Ibikunle Faramade. I will be moderating this event along with Dr. Mr. Akanle, and I wish all of us a very, very good and blissful program. Without much ado, this program will commence while we await the arrival of other dignitaries and media. Many guests have been invited far and wide, and some of them are already here. Today, the chairman of this occasion is no other person than Dr. Ayola Odunton, the Group Managing Director of Amo Farms and Sibera Trees. The guest speaker, Professor Samuel Soladoyi Abiola, they are already here, prepared for today. And I know by the end of today, we'll all be happy to be active participants. Let me bring to the head table, ladies and gentlemen, the man that is the captain of the ship of this institution for the past almost 5 years ago, building on the legacies of the heroes past. Dr. Adekoya Olatunde Owosimbo, the Provost, Federal College of Animal and Production Technology, Ibadan. You are welcome, sir. I also want to recognize and bring to the head table the registrar of the college, very experienced administrator who has mastered the art of personnel management and administration over the years, Mr. Nathaniel Jolaya, Registrar, Federal College of Animal and Production Technology. You are welcome, sir. Please let us do it better. Let's put our hands together better. Let's appreciate our registrar, Mr. Nathaniel Jolaya. You are welcome, sir. Closely following that, our other eminent members of the college management team. Running the affairs of a great college such as this will not be easy without people that could be relied upon, that will share the same vision to drive the ship, preparing the new generation of professionals. Here we have with us the Deputy Provost Academics, Dr. Isaac Olusegun Ayodeji. You are welcome, sir. Please come to the head table, sir. Please let's encourage, let's appreciate him as he comes to the head table. Closely following him is the Deputy Provost Administration, Dr. Funmilayo Ogunleke. You are welcome, ma. Please let's encourage her as he comes to take her seat at the head table. What is the value of an institution without a library? Whether we like it or not, the place of library cannot be taken over by any development. As issue of knowledge is transiting from paper, moving towards digital, the library also is following closely, updating to keep the track of preservation of knowledge generated. And the custodian of the knowledge generated this college, the librarian, is also here this morning. And I want to humbly invite her to take her seat at the head table. Mrs. Jemilat Arile Shere, you are welcome, ma. I also want to recognize and bring to the head table the college auditor who sees to it that things are done according to due process. Mrs. Shade Okekunle, you are welcome, ma. Mrs. Okekunle, you are welcome. Last but not the least, among the team of the management of the Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology is our boss, sir. Mr. E.O. Olayinka, you are welcome, sir. Mr. Olayinka, you are welcome, sir. Let's usher him to the head table. Please, let's do it better. Let's do it better. Let's put our hands together better. Now that we have recognized and brought to the head table men and women that are piloting the affairs of this college, making it to move forward in a glamorous manner, I want to recognize the presence of dignitaries, some of whom are here this morning. I want to recognize the representative of the State Director of Department of State Services, Oyo State, Mrs. E.A. Usoro. Mr. E.A. Usoro, you are welcome, sir. Mr. Usoro, you are welcome. Let's encourage him. These are men that work behind the scene to keep us safe. You will not appreciate them until you are appointed as a candidate to become Honorable Minister in the Federal Republic. The dossier will be revealed from them. They know everything about every person, except you are not, they do not have interest in you. Sir, you are welcome. Mr. W.O. Lumpkin, the President of the Alumni Association of this college, you are welcome, sir. We recognize you. You are welcome. Mr. W.O. Lumpkin is on his way. I know also that coming along with his wife, Mrs. H. Zonal Director, Southwest, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Mrs. Akeredolu Olayinka. You are recognized. We thank you for coming. Mrs. Olayinka, Zonal Director, Southwest, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. You are welcome to this very important occasion. Today, we are going to be listening to our guest speaker when the fullness of time has come. Professor Samuel please come to the high table. The Director Southwest from Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Please come to the head table, ma'am. Mrs. Akeredolu Olayinka, please come to the head table. You are welcome. Let's put our hands together as we recognize Mrs. Olayinka, Zonal Director, Southwest, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Incidentally, Mrs. Akeredolu Olayinka is here standing here for the Honorable Minister, Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security. We recognize you. Thank you so much, ma'am. You are welcome. Today, we are going to be listening to a lecture. Before I move on, I want to recognize the Director, Institute of Agricultural Research and Training, Professor Oluwatosin. You are welcome. Represented by Professor Oluwatosin. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome, sir. Please come to the table, sir. Let's put our hands together as the representative of the Director of the Institute of Agricultural Research and Training comes to take his place at the head table. The keynote speaker for today's event is an erudite scholar and professor of animal science. He has come today to deliver a lecture on bridging the past and future, advancing animal production and health through in Nigeria. He's a man that has seen it all. He has been on the saddle, researching in the field of animal science over the years. I have the pleasure of bringing to the head table the keynote speaker for today, erudite scholar, Professor Samuel Soladoye Abiola. You are welcome, sir. Let's put our hands together for Professor Soladoye Abiola. We can do better than that. We can do better than that. Let's clap. Let's appreciate Prof as he takes his seat. This beautiful event is being organized under the supervision of the Provost by a committee dedicated to this event. And I have the pleasure to recognize the chairperson of the committee of the 64th anniversary celebration to come and take a seat at the head table. The Dean, School of Pure and Applied Sciences, Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology, Dr. Omolara Ojesele. Please come over, please. The chairperson of the committee of the 64th anniversary celebration. Let's encourage, let's appreciate us and take our seat at the head table. Previously, I have recognized the presence of the president of the Alumni Association of this great Saturday of Learning and his wife. Now I have the information that is here. And I want to respectfully invite Mr. W.O. Lumpkin, the president, Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology Alumni Association. He is here with his wife, Mrs. H.A. Lumpkin. Let's put our hands together as they come forward. As I said before, why are we here? We are here to commemorate vision. We are here to celebrate success. We are here to put on record achievements of 71 years. The Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology, the citadel of learning that was established on the 1st of April 1964, with a mandate to bridge the gap of service need in the area of animal health and production, has continued to fulfill our vision over the years. I believe those who envisioned this college in 1964 are alive. They will be proud. They will be happy. They will be very grateful to the Almighty God for the seed that God crystallized through them. From a two-program school, this institution has become transformed into a great training ground with multiple programs meeting the needs in various sectors of the agricultural areas in Nigeria. Products of this college are many strategic places in animal health and production sectors and beyond. Late last year, we had a function here where one of the distinguished alumnus of this institution was invited. A man who has diversified so much that he has become a sought after in the United States of America. So many people in the civil service, so many people in the regulatory agencies, so many people in animal health and husbandry services. Let us, I think this college deserves a round of applause for the achievement that we have recorded over the years. So today, beginning from yesterday when the awareness was created, today pre-convocation lecture, tomorrow convocation, we have all the reasons to roll out the drum, to thank God because the college has continued to fulfill the mandate and expanded the focus of the college. So I want to thank everyone that is here present this morning, and I believe that at the end of today, you will also see reason with us that 61 years is worth celebrating. Moving forward, this morning, having introduced the hosts and the organizers and some of the guests that have arrived, including the guest speaker, I want us to proceed as we take Thank you very much. As I was talking about celebration of legacy, celebration of achievement, celebration of success over the years, Rome was not built in a day. The foundation stone of this place was laid by some people, being built over by others. A few years back, there was a provost who also built on the legacy of the founders before the ascendant to the office of the provost by the current able and dynamic provost, Dr. Owosimbo. I'm talking about no other person than Dr. Olufumilayo Adejimi, one-time provost, immediate past provost of this Federal College of Animal Health, contributed a very significant quota to the development of the college. Please, ma'am, come forward and take your place in the head table. The success of today cannot be celebrated without giving you a pride of place. We welcome you. We thank you for the labors over the years. Before we take the national anthem, let me recognize the deans of the various. Now, before we proceed to take the national anthem, I want to recognize the deans of the various schools in the college. Here present with us this morning is Dr. Okpesi, Dean of GNS and Pattern Studies. You are welcome, sir. Please come and take your place at the head table. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Okpesi. These are men that bear the burdens of responsibility in the college. He's in charge of the General Studies program and part-time studies. Let's do it again. Let's put our hands together for Dr. Okpesi. I also want to recognize and bring to the head table Dr. Grace Alonge, the Dean of School of Agricultural Management and Fisheries. Dr. Alonge, you are welcome. You are celebrated. We thank you for the great work you are doing in the college. As other deans are here, part of the audience, I will bring them to the podium. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very important for us to make progress in this program this morning. As I urge us to arise as we take the national anthem.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace all battle honor.
Creation, grant these our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty Nigeria may be blessed.
Aṣíwájú ni wá, aṣíwájú ni wá, aṣíwájú ni wá, aṣíwájú ni wá. Ipò aṣíwájú l'Ẹlẹ́dùmarè fún wa nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe gírí, ọmọ Ọ̀yọ́ ká tẹpá wa mọ́ṣẹ́, ká bára wa sọ̀rọ̀, ká sòdodo, ká ṣohun tó tọ́ tó dára nígbà gbogbo.
Ladies and gentlemen, today to declare this 61st anniversary open is no other person than the Honorable Minister, Federal Minister of Livestock Development, Alhaji Idi Mukhtar Mayor, who is ably represented. Alhaji Idi Mukhtar Mayor studied agriculture in the University of Maiduguri. He got his master's degree in animal science from the University of Ibadan. And before his appointment as previously as commissioner, one-time commissioner of agriculture in Borno State, he was a director of agriculture in the Ministry of Agriculture, Borno State. Before his appointment recently as the Honorable Minister, Federal Minister of Livestock Development, Alhaji Mahia was the CEO of Saidi Farms Limited. You will agree with me that the appointment of Alhaji Mahia as the Federal Minister of Livestock Development is an appointment that can be described as a round peg in the round hole. is here to declare this event opened today, ably represented by the Zonal Director, Southwest, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Mrs. Akeredolu Olayinka. You are welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I stand here to represent the Honorable Minister of Livestock and Food Security, who is unavoidably absent because of other assignments that are pressing at Abuja. I want to recognize and appreciate the provost of this institution in person of Dr. Adekoya Owosumbo. I appreciate all the members of the management committee. I appreciate the heads of departments that are here present. I also appreciate our guest speaker of today, Baba, Professor Samuel Sholadoye Abiola. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the dignitaries that are here present. I appreciate everyone that is present in this place. It is with great pleasure that I am participating at this program. I thank God Almighty because last year at your 60th anniversary, God also gave me the privilege to celebrate with you. It is God that has given us life. It is God that has kept us alive. May his name be praised forever in the name of Jesus. I appreciate the provost and everyone that has been of immense support to the provost in ensuring that things are done properly, in ensuring that this institution is running as it's supposed to. It is not something that can be done by one person. Everyone, every staff, even the cleaner, the security men, you have all been very wonderful. I appreciate every one of you. And to attain 61 years as an institution, and you are still making progress, is something that is highly commendable. I commend every one of you. I commend all your commitment, your loyalty, and all the researchers that are doing so much work. I appreciate all of you. And it is my prayer that this institution will continue to move forward in an accelerated manner in the name of Jesus. Last year, so many projects were commissioned, and I believe today too there will be many projects that will be commissioned. It is not an easy task to start something and to finish well. I appreciate the provost, the deputy provost, the heads of departments, everybody that has contributed in one way or the other to ensure that this institution is moving forward. And as you are making your efforts, doing your best in your personal lives, God also will manifest and give you accelerated progress in the name of Jesus. I'm not going to talk much. On behalf of the Honorable Minister of Livestock Development, I hereby declare this program open to the glory of God.
Let's jam our hands together in a better way for the representative of the Honorable Minister of Livestock for Livestock Development. Thank you so much for those words of encouragement Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We promise that we'll continue to progress and to continue to impress even you in the years ahead. I want to recognize other dignitaries that came while the representative of the Honorable Minister was making a speech. I want to recognize the long-time serving registrar who left the college meritoriously recently. He has come to grace this occasion. In the past, several of these programs held under his watch. But today he has come as an invited guest. I want to recognize with due humility Venerable Babatope David, immediate past registrar of the college. You are welcome, sir. Thank you for the good work that you did and the legacies that you left behind that has made the college to continue to work strong on the foundation that you have laid. I also want to recognize Dr. Abdul Ghani Ibrahim, Provost, Federal Cooperative College, Ibadan. Represented by his wife. Represented by Dr. Mrs. Ademilua Victoria. Madam, please come to the head table. You are appreciated. We recognize you. We welcome you warmly. All right, good. Thank you for that very important information. Dr. Mrs. Ademilua was a one-time head of the department in this great college. Let's put our hearts together for her. That's the information I was supplied. Let us appreciate her. Maybe that information was not okay. Okay, I withdraw that information. It was a wrong information that was just given. Sorry about that. Let's appreciate Dr. Mrs. Victoria Ademilua. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. I also want to recognize the representative of the DPO, of Akpata, who is here. The DPO is here to about today, represented by ASP Omalade Nuruddin. You are welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, it's good for us to listen. It's good for us to listen to a brief remark from the chairperson of the committee that has put this very great event together. To that effect, I want to invite Dr. Omolara Ojesele to make remarks.
Thank you, sir. His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency, Executive Governor of Oyo State, Honorable Minister here represented, Chairman of this occasion, our distinguished keynote speaker, principal officers of this college, our esteemed staff and students, distinguished guests, friends and alumni, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It's with immense joy and gratitude that I welcome you all to this grand occasion, marking the 61st anniversary day, the Founders Day of the Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology, Moor Plantation, Ibadan. Today we stand at a historic moment in our institution's journey, one that has been defined by academic excellence, groundbreaking research, and the commitment to national development. The theme of this year's celebration, which is Bridging Past and Future, Advancing Animal Production and Health through Science, Technology and Policy in Nigeria, is a reflection of our continuous efforts to honor our rich legacy while embracing the innovations that will shape the future of agricultural and animal health sectors. Our college has played a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of animal health, production, science, and technology in Nigeria. And through resilience, dedication, and pursuit of knowledge, we have produced outstanding graduates who are making remarkable contributions in various fields across the nation and beyond. Our Founders Day, which is today, is an opportunity for us to reflect on the visionary leadership that laid the foundation for this institution. It's a moment for us to honor the sacrifices of those who came before us, and also to reaffirm our collective resolve to build a future marked by innovation, research excellence, and sustainable agricultural practices. As we move forward, we must leverage science, technology, and policy frameworks to address the challenges in animal production and health, while ensuring food security and economic growth in Nigeria. I must at this point acknowledge the unwavering support of the federal government, the college management, and all stakeholders who have continually invested in the progress of this institution. Your commitment to excellence has ensured that we remain a beacon of knowledge and innovation. So, our distinguished guests, your presence here today is a testament to your belief in the power of education and the role it plays in shaping our society. We deeply appreciate your support, and we look forward to meaningful collaborations in the future. Once again, I welcome you all and wish us a successful and memorable celebration. Long live the Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology, Ibadan. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much for that wonderful speech. We also want to thank everyone for being here. And as we move forward in the program of today, we would like to take the address by the provost of the college, the dynamic provost, an achiever, a goal-getter, and is no other person than my own provost. Can we put our hands together for Dr. Adekoya Owosimbo?
Thank you very much. I think it's a very good time to bring me to the head table, because the chairman of today's occasion had called me earlier and he told me that traffic from Lagos to here is a challenge. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, let us join our hands together as we welcome the chairman, Dr. Ayola Oduton, the group managing director of Amu Farm. I can continue to mention Amu mention all the company, but let me just stop at Amu Farm. He's a very humble man to the core, and he has contributed to the growth of animal industry in Nigeria so much. You are welcome, sir. Please bring him to the side of the minister here. Bring him to the side of the minister here, between the minister and the director of High R&T. Thank you very much. This morning, we can only give our gratitude to God for all that He has done for us. The minister, sir, ably represented by the Southwest Zonal Director, Mrs. Olayinka Akeredolu, the chairman of this occasion, the chief executive of various organizations present here, our keynote speaker, our Baba SS Abiola, all the management staff of Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology, Ibadan, immediate past provost. I thank the MC for knowing that no matter what the current provost is able to do, he is not reinventing the wheel. He's only building on the efforts of the past provost and leadership of this place since the inception of this college. And that is one of the reasons why today we count it all joy to bring our retirees, those that retired from 2020 that I became provost up to date. They have all been invited here. We are celebrating you, our forerunner. Thank you for all that you have done. Either you are provost, you are on the farm, you are in the lab, you are a secretary, registrar, whatever position you are taking, if you were not there at that time, this college will not be here where we are. We celebrate you, sirs and mans. God bless you. This side, behind the registrar there, is for the retirees. After them, others, once you see the retirees, invited ones, please bring them close to the front here. I want to thank all my distinguished HODs. They are the foot soldiers of this college. Sometimes my own is just to, channel the direction, and you will see everything falling into line. And many times the ideas are even coming from them. So HODs of various departments, we want to say thank you. You are all welcome. Please, can you stand up for recognition? All our heads of department. I can see some things also with them. Please stand up for recognition. HOD directors that are there, director of nursing services. Please let us see you. Thank you very much. God bless you. Also, at my front here, we have the committee members that have labored to put this program together. We have many awardees today. All the awardees of today, you have received message. You are a staff, and you have received message that will be awarded today. Please find your way to this side of the auditorium so that it's very easy for us to do the job when the time comes. Today is not a day of many speeches than to give gratitude to God. We started the journey August 2020, and by providence and the provision that we have, by August 2025, I may be, buying out as the provost of this college. I remember I told our immediate past provost this morning that there was a song that was very popular when we were in the primary school, and the song is Amirele hu baba Olojo uni hu baba Amirele hu baba. We have 5 months to sing that song until we get to the bus stop. I know fully well that God will help us to land safely in the mighty name of Jesus. Let me not take too long a time. I recognize the Alumni Association. The president is representing them on the head table here. I can see the secretary, all the executives of the Alumni Association. We want to thank you very much for all that you have done to support this administration. Before I leave this place, there is somebody that's always making sure that I don't come to work maybe heavily burdened. And when I get home heavily burdened, she's always making sure that, oh boy, don't worry, keep on going, keep on going. She knows the tablets, the recipe that can keep me going without getting sick. I celebrate my wife, Mrs. Olufolakemi Tonuwa Owosibo. Thank you very much for supporting me. Thank you very much for what you have done to make me a success. God bless you. As you continue, we will continue to tell us more. Gentlemen of the press, we celebrate you. The security outfit, we say thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Can we put our hands together again for the provost? All right, thank you. So we'll take a few number of goodwill messages, and we'll have first on the list here today, we have the goodwill message from the provost of the Federal Cooperative College, Elele, in person of Dr. Ibrahim Abdulganiyu, a former HOD here, ably represented by Dr. Mrs. Ademilua Victoria. Please, you are welcome to the microphone, ma'am.
Goodwill message presented by Dr. A.G. Ibrahim, the Provost Federal Cooperative College, Elele, Ibadan, in whom I'm wearing his shoes as he is unavoidably absent. Your Royal Highness, Oba Edward Oyewale, the Honorable Minister of Agric and Food Security, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde Abiodun, the Executive Secretary of Agric Research Council of Nigeria, Professor Garba Sharubutu, ably represented by Professor Atanda, the Honorable Kende Akande, the Executive Chairman, Ibadan Southwest Local Government, our distinguished speaker, Samuel Soldoye Abiola, all provosts present and registrar, both past and present, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, staff and students of this noble college, good morning. I welcome you to the auspicious occasion, the 61st anniversary. I congratulate the college community for the impact made in animal husbandry and agri practice in Nigeria for over 6 decades. Standing in the position of my provost today, I bring you his felicitation. I appreciate the management for giving him the opportunity to showcase his knowledge as the former and pioneer head of Department Agribusiness, and also the Director of Budget and Planning for the college before his appointment as the Provost, Federal Cooperative College, Eleyele, Ibadan. Thank you all and congratulations once again for this monumental achievement over the years. Thank you all. Thank you, the Provost, and all the people in the high table. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Ma. We're glad to have you. And so we'll take another goodwill message, which will be from the young people that have graduated from here, and that will be from the president of the alumni of the Federal College of Animal Health. And I have the honor to present to us Sir Lumpkin Williams Oluwafemi. Is welcome to the microphone.
Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. My Honorable Minister, ably represented, you're welcome. Please permit me to stand on existing protocol. I want to welcome every one of us to the 61st anniversary of the Founders Day. And I want to thank God that the management of the college has been performing very well. Please can we have a round of applause for them? I also want to thank able people, the management of the college, and all that are here present, that this occasion is very, very important for every one of us. It is to showcase what has been happening in the past and what is happening presently. And it is a good thing to see every one of us here, synergizing together, especially between the alumni body as well as the management body. So once again, I congratulate every one of you and I wish you well. Thank you so much.
A round of applause for the president of the Alumni Association of this college. Let's do that once again, let's do it better. Thank you very much. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the head table, I want to introduce to us the chairman of this occasion, who is no other person than Dr. Ayola Odunton. Let's put our hands together. Dr. Ayola Odunton has more than 30 years of experience in Nigeria poultry sector. Currently, is the Group Managing Director of Amo Farms and Sibera Archery, with headquarters in Awe, Oyo State. Significant impacts have been made daily by his company to make sure that protein is supplied adequately to Nigerians across strata, not minding their locations. To his credit, there is innovation of Noila board, which is a rugged and high weight gain board that is accustomed to all environments in the tropics. I thought we are going to put our hands together to appreciate him. He's also into food processing. He's also into food processing. He's the managing director of Amobin Nigeria Limited, Diversity Solutions and DSC Pharma. And currently he has acquired about 1,800 acre farm in Maya, Oyo State, for poultry and beef production, among others, to meet the food security need of Nigeria. He is the current president, Feed Industry Practitioners Association of Nigeria. I bring to the podium the chairman of this occasion, Dr. Ayola Odutan, graduate of veterinary medicine, Ahmadu Bello University, 1990.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I ask your permission to stand on the existing protocol, please. I promise not to break it. Thank you. It's a great honor and pleasure for me to be here today. When the provost called me and kept on calling me, I was humbled and I took the decision that I would come here. And the reason why I said I'll come here is because in my 35 years in this industry, I have worked with some great alumni from this institution. I want to say that again. Some of the best poultry practitioners I have worked with in all my years in this industry have been alumni of this great institution. It's very clear that this school, this college, is one of the reasons why Oyo State is regarded as the most sophisticated location for poultry production in Nigeria. And the founding fathers were very, very clear about what they wanted to achieve. Look at the biggest hatcheries in Nigeria. They're in Oyo State. Look at the biggest poultry broiler production companies in Nigeria. They're in Oyo State. It is not a coincidence. It is because Oyo State is positioned as the source of the greatest amount of know-how to service the industry. We, by the grace of God, are the #1 producer of day-old chicks in Nigeria, and we're in Oyo State. Please, for the sake of our country, continue to produce the highest quality students that you can. Because it is very, very clear, without any doubt, that agriculture is the single most important factor in the short, medium, and long-term survival and success of Nigeria. And as the Federal College producing students to feed that future. I want to encourage the college to continue to ensure and insist that the highest caliber of products come out of this institution. Agriculture is going in a totally different direction. I was at the Business Day newspaper event last week, and something struck me. I was suddenly among the oldest generation of agricultural practitioners in the room. It has never struck me like that before. And I realized, oh boy, it's getting time to step aside. I was excited by the fact that a large number of relatively younger people were in the audience, as students, as entrepreneurs, as practitioners, and that gave me hope for the future, because it means that unlike before, where farming seemed to be the exclusive reserve of the elderly, a whole new generation of innovative entrepreneurs, young men and women with new ideas, new concepts, who are not hindered by the fears that we had in the past, are coming in to create new paths. I'll give an example. We in the older generation used to be afraid to give farmers, maize farmers, soybean farmers, seeds, fertilizer, and those kind of things, because we had the fear that the farmers will not return the products. And then suddenly, some young men, straight out of school, started companies like Farm Crowdy, Thrive Agric, and even Babangona. And they abandoned all those fears. They ignored, or they did not even know about all those fears we had. And they formed farmers into cooperatives, formed them into associations, gave them feed, gave them seeds, gave them technical support, organized financing for them, and created a whole new way of managing farmers. Yes, some of them had problems. Some of them got burnt in the process. But they made it very clear, with all their innocence, without the shackles that had held us down, they made it very clear that there is a different way of doing this thing. And I think that gives me hope, because I come from the generation where if you take your proposal to the bank manager will not say no, but he will run you around for the next 6 months until you get tired. I shed tears in a bank once, and I'm not ashamed to say it. We're going back 23 years ago when I started on my own. And I took a mortgage from a family member, the house he was living. And I took that document as collateral for a bank loan. And I took it to this bank manager. And he ran me up and down between Awe and Lagos for 6 months. until an old friend of mine that I met in the bank called me and said, Awe, don't waste your time. You will not get anything from here. I said, what do you mean? He has promised me next week. He said the day you submitted that application to the bank, they took it and put it in the bottom drawer. We're in an era now where in the next few years, and it has started, banks and financial institutions are throwing money at farmers. It has started to happen, and it will continue to happen. Because it is now clear to everybody that agriculture is the single most important factor in the survival and growth of Nigeria. And those of us that are fortunate to be in the center of it should all position ourselves for the immense growth that is about to hit agriculture and animal production in Nigeria. I hope you all are aware that Saudi Arabia, Qatar, they're all looking for hay and silage from Nigeria. Now, right now, Nigeria is the bushiest country in the world. Apologies to all of us. There is no country that you will go to that is serious about agriculture that has as much bush as Nigeria. Everywhere you turn, left, right, and center, there is bush. That bush, with the right channeling of human and material resources, could translate into billions of dollars for us. I don't want to talk about potential or opportunities because we are always talking about that. But a day will come very, very soon in Nigeria where we will become a net exporter of food. Amen? Where all this bush will be converted into fields of different types, producing different kinds of food. Where our cattle will be producing 20, 30 liters per day. Where our maize will go from 2 to 2.5 tons per hectare to 8 tons per hectare. And a lot of these changes will come from this school. As I round up, I want to throw you a challenge. By the grace of God, the development of the Noila bird was 100% innovation from Nigeria. The pure lines, the grandparents' stock, the parents' stock, and all those other, and yes, we had to bring in specialists from different parts of the world to support us. But I will tell you for sure that I named Noila. I was in my apartment in Awe, and I thought about, and we said, okay, we have to name this thing. And I thought about Naija, Nollywood, Nigeria, and Noila. That's how the name Noila was born. And I sent it to the rest of my team, and everybody thought it was a great name. Yesterday, an article came out in the New York Times, and the article mentioned Noila. In 2019, 2 Harvard professors came to Nigeria. They had heard about the Noila, and they wanted to see for themselves the impact it was having on rural Nigeria. In all those places, once you mention women, children, nutrition, they get very excited. They came, we took them around to the villages where Noila was creating impact, and they went back and wrote a case study. The case study was published and was taught to the students in the agribusiness seminar of 2020 in January, just before COVID. I had never been to Harvard. I have never lived outside Nigeria. I have never schooled outside Nigeria, but I was invited to Harvard. So I went with one of my colleagues, and the case study called Noila was taught to the students, and then they asked me to stand up and talk about what we were doing and how we're doing it. And for 4 years since then, until 2024, every year, when the case is being taught at their business school, they link up with me via Zoom, and I attend the class. And then after the class, the camera switches to me, and the students make contributions and then ask all sorts of questions. And then I'm given about 25 minutes to address the class and discuss the Noila. Now, I am saying this because I want to inspire one person here today. All of this recognition came because some of us in a little village in Awe, Oyo State, refused to accept that Nigeria is not as sophisticated or as enterprising or as important as any other country in this world. And this college here potentially could produce the world's best. Let us not lose hope in Nigeria's ability, one way or the other, wombling or fumbling, to become one of the greatest countries on the African continent and in the world. And those of us that in the space of agriculture, in this year of our Lord 2025, are in a very, very good position. And all of us should go and put on our thinking caps and go and put on our boots and start doing press-ups to get muscles, to be strong and active, and ask ourselves, how am I going to maximize the opportunities that are coming my way in this new dispensation? And last but not the least, all those innovations that are in your cupboard, all those innovations that have gathered dust over the years, Mr. Provost, sir, I want to challenge you and your team. Go and dust them up. Look at the various companies in Nigeria that potentially could use those innovations. Create a compendium of some sort and start taking those innovations to industry. There is no reason at all why some of those ideas could not be transformed into multi-billion naira businesses. So far with the Noila, we have sold 86 million chips. 86 million since we started in 2014. This year, we're selling 16 million Noila chips. 16 million. Some of those ideas you have in your various departments could make significant impact. And I think we should take it upon ourselves to create a unit whose objective is to sell innovative ideas coming out of our college. You might just be surprised that there's a diamond in the rough waiting to be converted into a gemstone. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to me.
Please, can we keep clapping for the chairman? That was a very beautiful one, insightful and innovative. And we are glad at what you're doing, sir. Thank you for coming and thank you for honoring our invitation today. And so I have the honor to invite to the high table here the Executive Director, NIHOT, Professor Muhammad Atonda. He's in here. Please, let's put our hands together for him. He's also representing the Executive Secretary of the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, ARCN, in person of Professor Gaba Amidu Sharobotu. Please, let's put our hands together for him. You're welcome, sir. We have the great minds of agriculture of Nigeria here today in Federal College of Animal Health. We also have in our midst to also come to the high table the Provost of the Federal College of Agriculture, our sister college here, in person of Engineer Dr. A.O. Adejumo. Please, let's put our hands together for him. He stepped outside, so when he comes, we will also want to have him on the high table. We also have in here the National President, the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. Moses Arokoyo, represented by Dr. Phyllis Arokoyo, Dr. Phyllis Ezewele Taiwo. Please, let's put our hands together for her as she takes the podium. Thank you, you're welcome.
Distinguished members of the head table, it is time for us to take goodwill messages from some of our invitees. I have the privilege of respectfully asking, requesting the representative of the Director IR&T here present this morning, Professor G.A. Oluwatosin, for his goodwill message. A round of applause for Professor Oluwatosin.
Good morning. I bring good congratulations from the Director of IR&T to the College of Animal Health and Production. The college has been a good neighbor to the Institute, and we have lived together peacefully in this campus for ages. There was a time that the Institute was managing the college before under the name School of Animal Health and Husbandry. And since they became college, the relationship has been cordial. We are happy to see you, the college growing. If I may remember when I joined the Institute, where we are standing and all those places used to be an experimental plot of the Institute. Today, the whole landscape is littered with buildings, which is a sign of development to the campus. We give glory to God to have raised visionary leaders in the past. I was here during the time of Oluwatoyinbo, then the great Ufo himself, and others that took over from him. We thank God for the creation of the college, and we pray that the college will continue to grow in strength and in innovation to solve the problem of food security in Nigeria. Thank you very much. Happy anniversary.
Let us appreciate Professor Oluwatosin for those wonderful words, appreciating the progress made over the years by the college. Next, to give his goodwill message is the Provost of the Federal College of Agriculture, Ibadan, Engineer Dr. A.O. Adechuma. Oh, all right, thank you very much. Here this morning we have a representative of the Agric Research Council, in person of Professor Atunda Moshood. But it's good for us to appreciate the person of Professor Garba Amidu Sharubutu that he has come to represent. The Executive Secretary RCN, Professor Garba Amidu Sharubutu, in 1986-87 NYC year, won the President NYC National Honors Award and was immediately employed into the Federal Ministry of Agriculture, where he served until 1991, before he moved into the Usman Dan Fodio University, Sokoto, where he has risen over the years to the rank to become a professor of veterinary medicine. Before his appointment as the Executive Secretary of the Agric Research Council, he served meritoriously as the Provost of the Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology, VOM, and also as the President, Veterinary Council of Nigeria. Before his appointment as the President of the Veterinary Council of Nigeria, he was also a former President of Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association. Professor Sharubutu is a dynamic man who is a representative of Nigeria in the Board of Trustees of African Agricultural Technology Foundation, an organization committed to the achievement of food security in Africa. Here representing him today is the Executive Director of NIHOT, Professor Atunda Moshood. You are welcome. Mohammed, for your goodwill message. Professor Atunda Mohammed, for your goodwill message. Let's put our hands together to appreciate Professor Mohammed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I stand on the existing protocol. So let me copy the chairman. I will not break the protocol. And thank God I'm not as fat as him. I'm a tiny structure. And I want to appreciate the master of ceremony for adding Mashood to my name. I think if Mashood is added to my name, I'm on my way to politics. But I'm here as a civil servant and to represent my boss, my dynamic boss, which his brief profile has been read. My name is Atanda Mohammed Lawal, for record purpose, and I'm the Executive Director of NIHOT, National Horticultural Research Institute, Ibadan. I'm here to stand in for Professor Amisu Garuba Sharubutu, who's the Executive Secretary, Agricultural Research Council. He asked me to specifically congratulate the Institute, and more so, Dr. Adekoya Owosimbo and his dynamics team on the milestone and a great achievement the Institute have achieved over the years. To do the 65th anniversary is not an easy task, most especially sustaining the activities that have been made on ground and adding to it and to the world recognitions. I think the chairman of the occasion has said a lot, which he has given credence to the products of this institute have been made on the feed. They are the one in the feed of protein supply to the country, and he has said a lot about that, which my boss also have told me that I should pass across the message. He gave me 3 messages to deliver today. He called me very early this morning and said, look, it has to be somewhere else also equally important, or the directive of the official assignment from the ministry that I should stand in for him. And he gave me 3 messages. The first one is to the management of the institution, able and dynamically led by Dr. Adekoya Owosimbo. The second message is to the students, both the graduating students and the existing students. And the third one is to us, general public. And as if the chairman is aware of the message, he has given a lot of talk regarding that, the opportunity abundant in the field, both to the management. If you look at it today, in any indices or any indicator, Nigeria is in short supply of protein need for the country. Look at it, either global protein intake or FAO recommended standard. Nigeria is far below. Per capita intake of protein in Nigeria is less than 30 grams, where the recommended standard globally is about 64. So, do you see supply gap there? The message to the management is that they should endeavor all the research innovation has been existent on the cupboard should be put out. And it cannot be put out alone. They need to leverage on collaborations and partnerships, which is the message to the management. So the management needs to uptake their mechanism, framework, and strategic of collaboration and partnership. It cannot be done alone. Dr. Akiwumi Adesina, the president of African Development Bank, has said the gamut of challenges and constraints in Nigeria is not a one-man's job. It is all our jobs across the value chain. And that's the message to the management. The message to the students is also said by the chairman. We should take the bull by the horn. The day of finishing and taking your certificate begging for job is over. There are a lot of jobs waiting to be done. Just look at the supply gap. I just came back from Saudi Arabia. We are about 1 million, about 500,000 people, about 3 hotels, 5-star hotels joined together, and all of us are taking chicken every day. The calculation of my mind is that somebody is producing this chicken. It must be produced by somebody. At least artificial intelligence have not started producing chicken. So, who are the people producing it? They are human beings. They are graduates of animal science educations. And some are not even. So the graduates, you need to take the bull by the horn, start doing something. The chairman said it, you don't look to the bank. The money we spend on that trivial things, dirty December, dirty Christmas, dirty Salah, and all those things can fetch a lot of things. So please look inward, the graduates, and to the general public. It is what the president has been saying. Let's eat what we are growing, and let's grow what we are going to eat. So let's farm what we are going to eat, and let's eat what we are farming. If all of us are eating Nigeria produce, I think we create market for these young graduates coming. On behalf of the ARC and Executive Director, I congratulate the management and the staff of this great institution on the great work they have been doing over the years. And we still believe strongly that they are going to continue in that trajectory so that the traction will not be retarded. And also wishing the graduates the best of activities after their graduation. And all of us, God bless us. Thank you very much.
A round of applause for the ARC and Executive Secretary ably represented. Let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him. Quickly, we want to listen to the goodwill message from the representative of the Honorable Minister, who is here present this morning. The Zonal Director, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, for our goodwill message. You are welcome. Let's put our hands together as she take the podium. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to crave your indulgence to stand on the existing protocol. I'm here representing the Honorable Minister of Agriculture in person of Senator Abubakar Kyari. It is with great pleasure and deep sense of responsibility that I extend my goodwill message on this momentous occasion of the 60th anniversary and convocation ceremony of the Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology, Ibadan. For over 6 decades, this prestigious institution has played a pivotal role in shaping the agricultural landscape of our nation by training skilled professionals, fostering research, and advancing knowledge in animal health and production. The theme of this year's celebration, Bridging Past and Future, Advancing Animal Production and Health Through Science, Technology and Policy in Nigeria, is both timely and essential. As we reflect on the past achievements, we must embrace the future with innovative approaches that integrate modern technology and evidence-based policies to enhance productivity, food security, and economic growth in Nigeria's livestock sector. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security remains committed to supporting initiatives that will drive sustainable animal production, strengthen veterinary services, and promote agribusiness opportunities in line with national and global best practices. To the graduating students, I commend your hard work and dedication. You are the future of Nigeria's agricultural transformation, and I urge you to apply the knowledge and skills acquired here to make meaningful contributions to national development. The world awaits your expertise, innovation, and resilience. Once again, I congratulate the management led by our dynamic provost in person of Dr. Adekoya Owosunbo. I congratulate the staff and the students of this great institution on this landmark celebration. May this anniversary mark the beginning of even greater achievements. I congratulate the general public that is here, that we are witnessing this 60th anniversary. It is my prayer that come next year and years to come, all of us will be alive to celebrate with this institution. Congratulations and best wishes to all. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Long live the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for the representative of the Honorable Minister for that goodwill message. While we reserve other goodwill message to later parts of this program, we have got to the peak of today's event. As we all know, that the theme of this pre-convocation lecture is titled Bridging Past and Future, Advancing Animal Production and Health through Science, Technology, and Policy in Nigeria. It's very hard, given the knowledge derived from the comments of the chairman of this occasion, Dr. Ayola Odunton. And this morning we are privileged to have in our midst a distinguished scholar who has seen it all in the realm of livestock production, livestock and poultry production. Before I make progress, I quickly want to bring to the head table special dignitaries seated among us. I want to bring to the head table the Registrar of the Federal College of Agriculture, Dr. Abimbade Abbas. You are welcome, sir. Please come to the head table. And the bursar of the Federal College of Agriculture, Mrs. Teresa Adioye. You are welcome, ma'am. Please, let's put our hands together for them. The Registrar, NIHOT, Dr. and Mrs. Modupe David. You are welcome. Please, respectfully, we invite you to the high table. So as I was saying, we are privileged to have in our midst this morning a scholar that has seen it all in the realm of research, in the realm of technology application, in the realm of poultry production and livestock development. Professor Samuel Soladoye Abiola is a distinguished academic with a robust background in poultry science and animal production. His career has spanned notable institutions, including the Federal University of Agriculture in Abeokuta, where he has contributed significantly to research and innovation from 2001 to 2021, and the Central University of Technology in Free State, South Africa, between 2008 and 2012. Professor Abiola's research focuses on various aspects of poultry management, health, and nutrition, with a particular interest in indigenous chicken breeds. His recent publication reflects a commitment to advancing knowledge in the field, including studies on the effect of mating methods of embryonic development and the health implications of natural extracts of laying birds. His work has been featured in reputable journals such as Archival de Zootechnica and the Canadian Journal of Animal Science, showcasing his contribution to understanding poultry production systems and their impacts on performance and health. In addition, Professor Abiola, to his academic credit, collaborated with several institutions, including Tanta University and Yonsei University College of Medicine, indicating his active engagement in international research networks. His expertise and dedication to poultry science has continued to influence both academic and practical application in the field. It is on record as the 22nd inaugural lecturer at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, on the inaugural lecture taken on the 3rd of October 2007 on the title, Poultry Farming, a Veritable Tool for Employment Generation and Poverty Alleviation. You will see that our keynote speaker today is fit for the job, and we are going to gain a lot. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, eminent men on the high table, I want to bring to the podium the keynote address presenter for today, Professor Soladoye Abiola. You are welcome, sir.
While Professor S.S. Abiola is going to the screen for the presentation, I will want us to jam our eyes together as we welcome the Executive Chairman of Ibadan Southwest Local Government Chairman. He is our host. This is Ibadan Southwest Local Government. Honorable Kehinde Akonde, you are welcome. And he's also going to stand in for Engineer Oluwaseyi Abiodun Makinde. At the appropriate time, he will speak to us. We are waiting for Kabiyesi that superintend over this environment. When it comes, it will sit by the chairman local government. Mr. S.S. Abiola, you can find answer. Thank you.
The Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, the representative of the Minister, Federal Livestock Department, the representative of the Executive Secretary, Agri Research Council, Professor G.H. Sharubutu, the chairman of this occasion, Dr. Ayola Adoto, eminent people on the table. I have a lot. I've seen quite a lot of them. It will take a lot of time if I need to introduce everybody. The provost of the college, Dr. Adekoya Awoshipo, the lecturers of the college, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the press, all other protocols observed. First and foremost, I want to appreciate the college for giving me the opportunity to be part of this program. Last year I was here for the 60th anniversary, and I thank God again that I have the opportunity to be here. I came early enough for two reasons. I was hoping that I would see some of our old students, some of our classmates in the 60s when the college was established. But I've been looking around, I cannot see any of my classmates here. The youngest of them will be 78 years old now. So maybe that is why we cannot see any of the old students. Another reason for coming early is just to look at the facilities on ground. I have seen a lot. I have seen a lot. In the 60s, where we were here, we were managing with the School of Agriculture. And for over 60 years, you can see that a lot of developments have taken place. So I want to congratulate the management of the school, the provost in particular, the supporting staff for these achievements. And it's my prayer that the Lord will continue to strengthen you. Yeah. So please keep it up. Keep it up. We rely solely on the graduates of this institution in order to save the livestock industry from total collapse. The theme, bridging past and future, advancing animal production and health through science, technology, and policy in Nigeria. I identify two keynotes there, or if we like keywords, the past and the future. The past for animal production and health nationwide, and then the future, that is the strategies for improvement. So I've tried to look at both ways, but because of the exigency of time, I will not want to go too far into the national issue, but I will restrict myself to how it started here, the past of the training program for animal production and health. We are celebrating 64 years of existence. When it started in 1964, the name of the school was totally different. It was Animal Health School. And that was 1964. I'm trying to cover just about 10 years for the past because we don't have the luxury of time. So 64, it started as Animal Health School, and gradually the name changed in 72, thereabout, to IAR&T Institute of Agricultural Research and Training under the then University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University. But now we have a new name, Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology. You can see the complete metamorphosis from school to institute and then to college. Of course, when the students were here in the 60s, I happen to be one of the beneficiaries. We were recruited as students and at the same time as civil servants by the Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources in the old Western region. But of course, then we were on salary. But at the same time, we were here as students. But now, the students here are paying tuition. So you can see the difference. So it was a time of enjoyment, a time of fun for us when we were here in the 60s. And what was the salary? It was not Naira, 198 pounds per annum. That was the salary we were collecting that time, 16 pounds 10 per month. It was a lot of money. And then we had our lecturers, mainly veterinarians. But here now, I can understand you have lecturers in different areas, animal science, veterinarians, maybe researchers in other areas. So a lot of difference. And if you look at some of the benefits, we were actually accommodated in the hostel. Then we were given loans so as not to be late to the class. Bicycle loan, 22 pounds per student that time in the 60s. And of course, we were accommodated in the hostel. We had some other extracurricular activities on campus because there was the School of Agriculture, inter-house sports, competition here and there. So we're enjoying ourselves. But now there's a training, empowerment of farmers by the current students, by the current management. So we can see a lot of difference. The subjects that were taught in those days were mainly veterinary science subjects. Pathology, parasitology, physiology, bacteriology, and all the rest. 13 subjects for the certificate course, and then 9 subjects for the diploma course in the 60s. But now I think you have a lot of things. Fisheries, computer science, statistics, and many other things. The certificate then was certificate in animal health, diploma in animal health. But now you have MD and HND. See, why I'm saying this is that in our own time, we were not trained to be job creators. We were not trained to be self-employed. And unfortunately, some of my colleagues are not here. We were trained as animal health assistants, just like you have nurses assisting the doctors in this hospital. So we were trained to be supporting the veterinary staff that time. So it was difficult to set up. So that lasted for many years. Even if you come back for HND, the same thing. But now we can see a lot of changes. The graduates can be self-employed. You can see some of them in the poultry business, some of them in cattle business, some in maybe rearing sheep and goats or rabbit. So it's a lot of improvement that we have noticed. And I want to appeal to the provost and the management, please continue. Because this is the time for us to save the livestock sector from total collapse. Because now, a crate of eggs is about 6,000 naira anywhere in the country. We cannot continue this way. Well, you can see the principal of the school then, Dr. Mrs. Crockett, sitting down. Next to him, Dr. Shamsi, and standing, a lecturer from the university, one of the universities in the United States, Dr. Ored, and then the principal that took over from Crockett, late Mr. Brem. All of them are passed to the great beyond. We had them, we enjoyed ourselves quite all right. And then we have the class of 1968 set. And we had the School of Agriculture and then School of Animal Health, inter-house sport competitions all over the place. Well, I give you a bicycle loan. That's my bicycle, 1968. The idea of giving us bicycle loan is to be sure that we don't come late for classes for lectures. And once you finish the animal assistant course, you come back, you finish the HND, you'll be giving me a loan to buy motorcycle. That was my Kawasaki motorcycle. But today now I'm here with my car. So that is just by way of telling us what happened on campus here in the 60s for the first 10 years of existence of the school. Introduction. The chairman, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is blessed. We have both the human and material resources. But I think the problem we have is that we cannot harness those resources to improve the economy of this country. Like I said earlier, why should we be buying a crate of eggs for 6,000 naira in Nigeria? By December, my wife sold Lola chicken for 25,000 naira. 25,000 naira. So we have to move fast. It's almost getting late so that we will save the livestock industry, particularly the pork industry, from total collapse. Outline. I will talk about problems that are currently militating against animal production and health in Nigeria. Then we identify the reason or justify why we have to advance animal production and health in Nigeria. Then what are the strategies? What are the plans to advance animal production scientifically and technologically? What are the strategies of action on the part of the government if we want to advance animal production and health through government policies? First and foremost, let us identify the problems militating against animal production in Nigeria at the moment. Cattle rustling and banditry. I'm sure we are familiar with this. It's not only cattle rustling that we are having. We have people stealing goats, people stealing chickens, even rabbits, presently in Nigeria. And the banditry is everywhere. It's very prominent in the north, but that is a big problem, and we are hoping that the government will be able to save that situation in order to improve the livestock sector. Crop farmer and other conflicts. This is still very prominent. We experience this quite often. You have a livestock farmer, a poultry producer, or a pig farmer with a large scale of land for maize or soybean. And all of a sudden you see cattle roaming about, they eat up everything overnight. That is one of the problems. Of course, when you experience that, you will want to go back. You can't continue. So gradually, the livestock industry will just go down if you continue to have some of these challenges. Then we have limited access to finance. Sometimes some of our farmers will want loans to start their business, either poultry business or cattle business. But the bank managers will prefer to give loan to crop farmers, thinking that the livestock industry is subject to mortality because birds can experience all forms of sicknesses at any point in time. So it's easier to give loan to crop farmers, but difficult for livestock farmers to obtain loan, particularly poultry farmers. Then we have high input cost. It's another serious problem facing the livestock industry. At the moment, feed cost is accounting for about 70% of the cost of production. Maize, a kilogram of maize is now 580 naira per kilo. While soybean is about 750, 740 naira per kilo. So by the time you take all this together, the cost of feeding will be escalated. Beyond the feed ingredients, also we have problems with drugs. Drugs are very expensive. Vaccines are very scarce, particularly the local vaccines. And we are supposed to be producing vaccine in this country, particularly in VOM. But sometimes we find it difficult to get these local vaccines. The imported vaccines are the ones that are sometimes available. Climate change. Well, we are experiencing this almost every time, but it's very prominent in developed countries because of heavy industrialization, particularly in the United States, in China, in India. They experience a lot of climate change, which is a sudden change in the temperature and the environmental patterns. And when we talk of a change in the temperature, what temperature are we talking about? Just ordinary 1.5 degrees Celsius. That is the only rise in temperature that we have, and everybody is experiencing climate change. And what are the consequences? Flood, drought, affecting crop farmers and then affecting livestock farmers. Because once you have this type of situation, it will be difficult for anybody to move forward as far as livestock production is concerned. So climate change is a very serious problem that we are experiencing at the moment. And the solution to it is to look for alternative sources. Because the gases that are responsible, carbon dioxide and methane, these are the emissions that are causing the climate change in our society and in any country of the world. But now that we are having people with solar energy, you have panels all over the place and battery, it will reduce emission. In fact, virtually there may be no emission. So there is a temporary solution to minimize the effect of climate change. Inadequate veterinary and extension services. When in the past we used to have field overseers and extension agents that will be monitoring the activities of the farmers, even at the local government level. But things are becoming difficult now. People run away because of kidnappers. So nobody is ready to take the risk. But we still need extension agents to assist us to save the livestock industry. Supply chain issues. From the onset of COVID-19, we started having problems, particularly in the importation of some feed ingredients like wheat tofu. It was difficult to import some ingredients, even maize and soybean. It was difficult. Up till now, we are still experiencing the same thing as a result of COVID-19. Inadequate infrastructure, epileptic power supply, shortage of water, bad roads. If you go to some of these local government areas, livestock production is not common in the cities. You see a lot of farmers operating at the village level, but sometimes the road is too bad. Transportation is bad. And we are talking of perishable commodities with three primary animal products: eggs, meat, and milk. They are highly perishable. They are not items that can be taken for a long time on bad roads because they are highly perishable. So it's just one of the things that should be taken into consideration if we want to improve livestock production, that is, to provide adequate infrastructure. There are low genetic potential. Some of our animals have the genetic potential. I'm just giving an example of West African dwarf goats. Even beyond that, we have even poultry. They don't have genetic potentials. We have to develop them. I'm still going to discuss that later. So these are just some of the problems militating against animal production and health in Nigeria. Bandits or rampage in the north, we still have them around. As long as we have banditry, it will affect livestock production. We see animals roaming about, cattle, sheep, and goats. This is open grazing. But the time you have this, it will affect our livestock farmers, and it will be difficult to continue, because as long as you have this, and there's no rule or regulation that will ban open grazing, we will continue to experience problems. Look at the roads, even in cities. Bad roads everywhere. We are not saying in the villages alone, but even in capital cities, you see bad roads. So it will be difficult for the movement of animals and animal products from the village to the city, because the market is in the city. So these are some of the challenges that we have. This is one of the problems. People are trying to save costs by using private vehicle to transport animals. By the time you take this animal to the market, the animal is slaughtered, then you have problem in terms of quality of the meat. Because meat from this type of animal will not have good keeping quality. Because you have subjected the animal to a lot of stress, fracture, internal bleeding, and so many problems. So transportation of animal this way is becoming popular in order to save cost. So Okay, we are back. Let me continue where I stopped earlier on. I talked about infrastructures, bad roads, and some other challenges facing the animal production and health in the country. Well, this is West African dwarf goat. I'm sure we are familiar with this type of breed of goat. Very common, particularly in the south here. You can see them in the villages, but they have low genetic potential. We have a lot of them in the north as well. But what we need to do is improve their genetic potential so that we can take animal production to the next level. What is the justification for advancing animal production and health? That is, what are the reasons? Why do we need to advance animal production, particularly at this stage of development of our country? There are three reasons why we must advance animal production and health. One is because at the moment we are experiencing population explosion. If you ask any Nigerian now, what is the population of Nigeria? You say 200 million. No, we are more than 200 million. We are more than 200 million. United Nations projected 2017 that the year 2050, that is 25 years from now, the population of Nigeria will reach 398 million. So if the population will increase, then there must be corresponding increase in the supply of animal products as well, because the demand will be on the high side. We need more meat, we need more milk, we need more eggs in the society. The other thing is urbanization. The rate at which people are moving away from villages, from local government to the capital cities is alarming. Go to some villages, go to some local government areas, you see most of the buildings empty. The elderly ones are still left behind, the younger ones are coming up, but they prefer to stay in capital cities, go to Lagos, stay in Ibadan, go to Abuja, where they can get quick financial returns. So urbanization is another thing, because people that are coming to the cities, they also want livestock products. They want to take eggs, they want to take meat, they want to take all protein sources. So we must focus attention on how we can advance animal production. Then there is a projection here that there is going to be increase in the consumption of meat from now onwards up to the year 2050. If you look at the table there, 2012, the consumption of beef was very low. Mutton, which is sheep meat, and then sherbok goat meat, we have poultry meat and pork. So 2012 compared with 2030. So there's going to be increase in demand in the consumption of meat. And if you look at the column for 2050 as well, same thing will happen. The only difference is that, look at the poultry section. There's going to be stagnation from 2030 if we continue at this rate. The consumption of poultry and poultry meat, and even the eggs, will be reduced. Like I said earlier on, as we speak today, a crate of eggs, the minimum is 5,500 naira. In some places, 5,000. I know it will be more than that in Lagos or Abuja. So these are some of the challenges. So projection for 2050 is alarming, but we have to make effort to see that we increase animal production and animal health so as to save the industry from collapse. There is an Please check the cable. Sorry for the technical hitches. I think the sound engineer is trying to handle the situation. Please check the cables. Okay, we are back again. So the business of the day, strategies for advancing animal production and health through science and technology. I decided to lump the two together because they are interrelated. The first one is research and development. Research must continue. There's no end to it if we want to develop animal production and promote health in our society. But to do that, we need to consider the financial implications. The government must come to the aid of institutions. The government must come to the aid of the farmers, the private farmers, because everybody will benefit from it one way or the other. The animal products are meant for human consumption. It will provide employment opportunities where we have farmers in poultry business, in cattle business, or pig business. So it is very necessary that we have research going on, and government should try and support. Genetic improvement, that is selecting and upgrading genetic pool. Most of our animals, they have low genetic potential. And we have to improve on it, like developed countries, so that we can get better results. There are some of these animals that don't have desirable states. And once they don't have desirable states, the traits that they have, whatever it is, we must be able to develop them. For example, we have some of our breeds that are very resistant to some tropical diseases. We can crossbreed and develop some animals that can give us better results. Nutritional strategies. These days, a lot of research work is going on in the use of different types of feed additives to promote growth, to promote animal production and health. Example is prebiotics, biotics. These are used as feed additives to reduce cost of production and to reduce reliance on the use of antibiotics. So many developing countries are doing this. So we can use a lot of supplements in the feed to promote growth in animals. Then infrastructure. I said something about bad roads. The government should also come to our aid, especially at the local government. Now that they are talking about local government autonomy, it is hoped that the local government staff will be able to do something about the bad roads. If we move around to places like on our local government, almost everywhere, it's 3 local government areas of your state, people are complaining bitterly. And so it's not only affecting the residents of the local government, but at the same time it's affecting the livestock farmers. Reproductive technologies. Artificial insemination is very popular, it's very prominent. It's been on for many years. Some research institutes are involved in artificial insemination. It's been practiced in Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, even in poultry. So it's gaining popularity. It is very easy to do it. We don't need to rely on imported live animals. Once you can import the semen, you inseminate, and you get better results. Apart from the artificial insemination, embryo transfer is also very important. The transfer of embryo, not only human beings, even in animals, is being practiced. I've witnessed it in several places in the US and in South Africa. So you can do it in pigs, in cattle, in all classes of animals. Disease management. Biosecurity is very necessary, particularly in the poultry industry. Now that the cost of vaccines, drugs are on the high side, poultry farmers will need to look inward and make sure that they improve the management system in the environment. Biosecurity will help a lot and will reduce the cost of production. Because if the standard of hygiene is high, you will not spend money too much to the extent that you run the business bankrupt. So disease management is important. So these are some of the important scientific and technological methods that can be used to advance animal production and health. When you have this group of animals, sheep, particularly in the north, Lancaster breed, they have very low genetic potentials, but that can be improved by crossbreeding. They are very common in the north. We don't have much of them down in the south here. So we have the breeds, but we just need to improve their genetic potentials. We have these red Sokoto goats. I'm sure some of us are familiar with this. We have them quite often, especially during the Ramadan, for festivities. They are hardy to some extent, but the reproductive performance is not enough. So we can upgrade the genetic potential so that I can have better breed for the farmers. This is a particular breed that I saw when I was in South Africa. I was able to supervise some students when I went on sabbatical leave. So the student worked on this type of goat. They call it Kalahari Red Goat from South Africa. It's already here in Nigeria. Federal University of Agriculture about 12 years ago imported 10 breeds of this Kalahari Red Goat from South Africa. So we still have them on campus at the Federal University of Agriculture at Abeokuta. But if we can develop them and collect the semen, we can use to inseminate and improve the quality of our indigenous breeds. This is another breed of goats from South Africa. They are meat breeds. You can see the posture, you can see the conformation. We have a lot of them in South Africa and other countries. Okay. Well, I talked about genetic improvement, that we can upgrade our indigenous breeds so that they can perform better and we have better financial returns to the farmers. If you look at this comparatively, we have indigenous breed of birds, local birds on the left, and look at the foreign breeds on the right. The chairman, Dr. Odunton, talked about the Nola breed a few minutes ago. The breeds were developed, that is the Nola chickens, they were developed in this country. And I want to commend him, Dr. Odunton, for taking the initiative. Please, let's give him a round of applause. He has done a lot of research work in this in collaboration with some of our colleagues, but our colleagues that have been involved in the research work have retired, people like Professor Shonaya from OAU, Professor Mrs. Adibambo from Federal University of Agriculture, but we must continue from where they stopped. So if we can have Nola boards, like I said, December last year, my wife sold the cockerel for 25,000 naira of Nola. And I've raised some chickens as well, with the result that I was even getting 100% eggs, 100%, different sizes. So how are these developed? The local chickens, you can see them there. I'm sure we're all familiar with them. The other breed, White Plymouth Rock, is American breed from USA. So they carried out crossbreeding program to produce the other chickens. And that is what we can rely on now at the moment. It's an innovation, and we must continue to encourage that. Our local chickens, they have their characteristics. They are very hardy. There's no doubt about it. But they are not meat chickens. Some of them have naked neck. But by the time you cross with some of these foreign breeds, you will see the genetic improvement. I was privileged to see some of this when I was in US for my undergraduate studies at Kansas State University, because we were taken to some farms. I saw different poultry breeds in America. Big breeds, some of them egg-type chickens, some of them meat-type chickens. And what they do in the US is they do a lot of cross-breeding program. So we have to carry out the same thing, just similar to what has happened for the production of another chickens. So once we can have this, we can continue, but the government will need to support financially. A farmer may not be able to do this because of the financial implication. So the government will need to come to the aid of the farmers, and even people that are directly involved, like the business of the chairman. In a way, I've been there on 2 occasions. And if there's a need to assist, particularly in the area of this electricity supply, because you cannot run generators, you cannot run archeries on generators 24 hours. You cannot run archeries on generators. Vaccines are supposed to be kept refrigerated 24 hours in the fridge. The vaccines will not be useful after some time. So people that are directly involved, they must be encouraged, they must be supported, so that we can save the livestock industry from total collapse. There must be no epileptic power supply any longer in this country. We have reached that stage. Now, strategies and plan of actions for advancing animal production and health in Nigeria through government policies. Government can have different types of policies. There's what is called legislative policy from the side of the government. They can come with rules and regulations. A typical example, government can come up with the idea that we should stop eating palm in Nigeria. That is a regulation. It's a regulatory policy that Nigeria should stop eating palm as from next month. It's binding on everybody in the country. That is a regulatory policy. Why? Because the government will need to save a lot of money. Nigeria is one of the leading countries exporting leather into countries like India, Italy. And as a matter of fact, when we talk of palm, it's not meant for human consumption. Palm is not meat. But in Nigeria, we believe that we should be eating it. I've never seen, this is the only country where I see people eating palm. But with the new minimum wage now, I think everybody will stop eating it. Because if you are eating it all along like that, you will allow the tanning industry to collapse. Government is making trillions of dollars on exportation of leather, particularly from Zaria, from Kano. So eating of palm should be stopped. 10 minutes, okay. So what are the regulations or the resolutions from the government to support the industry? The government has come up with different reforms to support the livestock industry. Just last year, the president of the country set up a committee. So there you have establishment of Presidential Livestock Reforms Implementation Committee. They came up with 4 proposals and 4 recommendations. So here I've listed some of the recommendations. And what they are saying in essence is that we should improve our indigenous breed through crossbreeding programs. And they have some proposals as well, which support the provision of infrastructure in the country. So that committee was set up last year, 2024, with Professor Atairu Jega as the co-chairman supporting the president of the country. They have submitted their report, and these are the recommendations. So again, on the part of the government, this is another policy, establishment of Federal Ministry of Livestock Development. The other one is establishment of National Livestock Transformation Plan. All these are geared towards improving livestock production in the country, encouraging the farmers, particularly the conflict that we are having regularly with the crop farmers and the herders. This will come to an end if they are properly monitored. Then you have the anti-open grazing law. I'm sure there are some states that have this law in place. In your state here, just last month, the command of the police made the announcement that it will be enforced as from now onwards, that there should be no open grazing, because it's one of the problems affecting the animal production and health in this country. When you see animals roaming about freely, indiscriminate grazing, they ruin the farms, they ruin the farmers, and then the livestock industry will suffer. Conclusion. Adopting modern technology, strengthening market linkage, genetic improvement will improve livestock production and animal health, and at the same time it will guarantee food security in the country. And like I said, genetic improvement, a typical example is the production of the Nola chickens. So we should continue to do it for the for the birds, and also for other categories of livestock, because the experience of the Nola chickens is very impressive. The government has estimated that 360 tons of beef each year will be consumed regularly, and with increase in population, there will be corresponding increase in demand for animal products. The recommendations are listed there. I said it earlier on that we have to upgrade our indigenous chickens in order to enhance productivity. Then the government policies should be properly implemented as enumerated earlier on. Anti-open grazing law should be enforced nationwide. There should be collaboration between livestock research institutes and livestock farmers. Government at all levels should provide adequate infrastructure to encourage animal production in Nigeria. The federal government must support Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology in the establishment of modern livestock farm for the production and processing of animal products. The college must have a farm big enough to accommodate all categories of livestock. There should be no justification for anybody here from buying So the last recommendation is appealing to government to assist the college here. We are producing the graduates, fine. But at the same time, let us have the practical aspect of it on ground. I remember when we were here in the 60s, we used to talk of a farm, southern farm. I don't know whether it still exists. It's still there. It must be upgraded. The college, with due respect to the provost, at this stage, must be able to produce enough eggs, meat, and milk to satisfy the community around here, to satisfy the whole of Moor Plantation, everywhere. When I was in Kansas State University, we were not buying any livestock products from outside. The university was providing everything. So I think this college has reached that stage. apart from producing the students, let us see the practical aspect. Thank you very much.
Let's do more to encourage Professor Samuel Solado Yabiola for that very wonderful lecture. Thank you, sir. We really appreciate you. Captivating, incisive, complete package on how to revamp based on the existing modalities, how to improve livestock productivity in Nigeria. Thank you so much for that wonderful lecture. And I also want to sincerely apologize for the stress that we gave you because of the electrical outage. So sorry for the stress. Thank you so much. As Professor Abiola was delivering his very important keynote address, we have other dignitaries who came as our guests on invitation today. I want to bring to the head table the Provost, Federal College of Agriculture, Akure, who has come all the way from Akure to come and felicitate with us today, Dr. Kwayemi Fadiyimu. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Please come over to the head table. Your place is reserved, sir. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together until he comes here. Thank you so much, sir. And also, there is an amiable personality, retired staff of this college that also joined us in the course of the lecture. All of us, most of us are familiar with him, former chairman, two-time chairman of the Staff Club of Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology, former General Secretary NVMA Oyo State, former chairman NVMA Oyo State, former national president, Association Academic Academic Staff Union of College of Agriculture throughout the country. Currently, is the chairman, Contributory Professions Union of Nigeria, Dr. Dayo Adejuigbe. Also with his amiable wife, Mrs. Adejuigbe, we welcome you. He's a pope, he's a sheikh, he's the other one also is he's part of it. We thank you for coming, sir. And when we see you, we are happy and we know that retirement is a blessing. Thank you. You continue to enjoy your retirement because they say, as they say, rest is sweet after labor. Thank you for coming. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, before we go to unveiling the compendium that will be coordinated and directed by our amiable provost, I want to recognize the executive chairman of Ibadan Southwest Local Government, Honorable Kehinde Akande, for a goodwill message. Thank you, sir. Our host, the college is here, and it's our host, the chief host of the college. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. I'll seek the indulgence of the eminent personalities on the high table to please stand on the existing protocol. I welcome you all to Ibadan Southwest Local Government, the pace-setter local government. And I welcome you coming out of your state. I welcome you to your state, the pace-setter of all states in Nigeria. You are welcome, you're home. It gives me a great pleasure to be here today. Not because I'm the host, but being a part of history that this institution have actually established. Celebrating 61st anniversary of an institution is a very, very big deal. And I give kudos to the provost of this institution. Thank you very much. We are very lucky in Oyo State, and that's one of the reasons I'm going to refer to the theme of today's lecture, which is bridging the past and the future. And this is where our amiable governor, Engineer Oluwaseyi Makinde, comes in. We are very lucky to have someone who has a good dream an intention of moving Oyo State and the country forward. Most of us here, we must have seen and heard about how our amiable governor has taken agriculture into a different height. Most of us from Oyo State, we've heard about farm settlements in Fashola. We know how our past leaders in the First Republic have they tried to make sure that we key into agriculture, because they know a country that cannot feed itself is not worth existing. It is this past that our amiable governor keyed into to re-establish Fashola. A couple of weeks ago, we have prime ministers of other countries coming to see how our amiable governor has taken the lead in bringing this farm settlement back into life. Not in Fashola alone. Go to Okeogun, go to Ibadan. And we did not stop there alone. Just last week, the local government, because we keyed into the future of our amiable governor to enhance productivity in agriculture. Every year, 3-4 times, we make sure that our farmers are empowered to enhance their productivity. Oyo State government knows they going into agriculture. Over 3,000 youth have been trained and empowered in order to enhance animal husbandry. And they are not just trained alone, they are empowered. And Ibadan Southwest local government, we are not just sitting down and watching. I can proudly tell us here that Ibadan Southwest local government had acquired over 100 acres of land in Onifufu, which is open to anybody who is interested in animal husbandry, productions of food for the community. I will see this opportunity as well to implore all our convocated students. We are at a stage in Nigeria that we should move away from looking for white-collar jobs alone. Let the school, as we pass through the school, let the school pass through us as well. The local government, the state government, we are here to be of assistance to all convocated students here today. Our doors are open at the local government. Come there, we are ready to help. And I will seize this opportunity as well to tell the provost and the governing council of this institution, our doors is open. Anywhere you want us to partner with you, we are ready. When Professor Abiola was talking, they were telling us about how we could crossbreed certain birds and animals to enhance our productivities in this country. They measure some countries they've been to, which is true. To be honest with you, if you are talking about over 350 tons of meat needed in Nigeria to survive, we need to look past that. The chicken eaten in one state in Nigeria a day is more than what is produced in Nigeria. Chicken eaten in, let's say for instance, New Jersey, United States of America, is more than what we produce in the whole of Nigeria that they eat there, because they know the importance of food and what meat could do to us. Like Prof said, we should desist from eating pomo, but it's quite unfortunate. Pomo is the favorite of even rich people. But that is the truth, because we're losing a lot of money, a lot of industries. We are not looking into it. I will see this opportunity as well to please employ our rich people too. There is money in agriculture, please. There is money in agriculture. Instead of us keeping all these billions in the bank, expecting 10–15% interest rate every year, if we divert those money into farming, we will realize more than that. Our convocating youth, we cannot leave the villages. Like Prof said, how many farm or farmland is available in the city? But because we are always looking for a job in the city, it is not going to happen. Let's go back to our root, which are the villages. Yeah, we may be scared of banditry, this and that. It's because we are not there. The few people that were there in the villages now, they are not that educated. With technology in our hands now, we could improve it and make our old ones in the villages more secure. If we, the youth, we are there. I will implore us, please, let's take whatever we're learning here today and put it to practice. And I believe by God's grace, the sky is the beginning for our country. And I know we'll be able to feed ourselves and feed other countries. Don't let us forget, Okegun alone in Oyo State is a food basket that will feed all the whole Western region. So there is opportunities there for us, and God will bless us. On behalf of our amiable governor, I thank you all for coming here, and we promise we're always going to be with you. Thank you, and have a wonderful day party.
Let us appreciate the representative of the state governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, for those kind words of motivation and encouragement, and also of recognition of the contribution of the college to sustainable development of Nigeria. So we thank you for those words. I want you to take this home to the executive governor, that we can see his dynamism, we can see his impact, we can see the infrastructural transformation for your state, and we appreciate it. And we can also say, we say thank you, because not up to 3 months ago, about close to 50 new blood were injected into the civil service of your state, comprising veterinarians and a graduate of this college. You know, and out of about 25 people that were taken, more than half came from this college. So we really thank him for those initiatives, and we look forward to more partnership and encouragement from the government of Oyo State. Thank you so much. Once again, a round of applause for the representative of the executive governor of Oyo State. Before we are gradually moving to the end of the program, gradually. We don't want to bore you. There is a special feature which talk about unveiling the compendium of the college. That will be handled by our dynamic provost. But before he comes up, the representative of the President, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. Moses Arokoyo is here. Dr. Phyllis Taiwo Exewele, he has some comments to make on goodwill messages on behalf of the President, Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. Moses Arokoyo, ably represented by Dr. Phyllis Taiwo Exewele. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please kindly allow me to stand on the existing protocol. I'm ably representing Dr. Moses Arokoyo, the president of NVMA, and also the BI's Sub-Saharan African manager. So I'm here today to actually present a token from him, which is a machine, a spray machine, Overvac machine. And this spray machine is actually a vaccination machine that vaccinates 30,000 birds in 20 minutes. So we are presenting this token to the college, and we also want to also
Thank you very much. Dr. Phyllis Taiwo is representing the President of the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association, Dr. Moses Arokoyo. We appreciate that wonderful equipment that you have brought as a gift for the college. Thank you so much. Our kind regards to him. We move forward to the next item, which is the unveiling of the compendium of the college. That will be handled by our provost, Dr. Adekoya Olatunde Owosinbo. Sir, you are welcome.
The people of the head table should begin to prepare for us to unveil the compendium. We will first, please, Ugo, maybe you help me. Or the chairman will first unveil. People from the head table first will come. We give them one each, they hold it. We take a photograph. The core management staff will support. Then they make their donations. We put the two together because of our time. Okay, waiting for. You can just come down that way. Just come down that way. Okay, it's my singular honor and pleasure to invite our chairman of today, Dr. Ayola Odunton, the Group Managing Director of Amo Farms, to unveil this compendium. Some of you, if you have not heard of alarm before, you are used to alert. When you hear alarm today, don't faint to.
I hereby unveil this compendium, which is a collection of very hard work by distinguished ladies and gentlemen of this college. I do this in the honor of humanity, in honor of mankind, in honor of this erudite college, and to the glory of God. Thank you.
The Honorable Minister, please come, and the directors, provosts, please let us come. Alumni President will join in the first photograph. Please come.
Ẹni tó jókòó ẹ dìde ẹ mú
síjó. Ìlú ń dún kọ́rọ́, orin lọ, mẹ́lọ́mẹ́lọ́. Tó bá ṣe pé èmi ni wọ́n ní. Máa múra síjó. Má gbàgbé ìrònú ọkàn mi. Tó lọ lọ́wọ́, máa jó, máa jó, máa jó, máa tún mẹ́mú, máa fi pàrònú rẹ̀. Máa jó, máa jó, máa jó, máa tún mẹ́mú, máa fi pàrònú rẹ̀. Aha, my friend, as you dey hustle, dey find time to dey enjoy o. This one na enjoyment galore by Dre Versatile. Alright. Yimba, yimba, yimba. Yimba, yimba. Ayé kò yẹ mí. Yimba, yimba. Jẹ́ kó dára fún mi. Jẹ́ kó dára fún mi o. Yimba, yimba. Ayé yẹ mí kí n má mọ̀ sí yé. Dùnmí dùnmí nínú yé o bàbá rere. Yimba, yimba. Yimba, yimba. Ayé kò yẹ mí. Ayé kò yẹ mí o. Yimba, yimba. Jẹ́ kó dára fún mi. Jẹ́ kó dára fún mi. Yimba, yimba. Ayé yẹ mí kí n má mọ̀ sí yé.
Principal officers and deans, principals, officers and deans to join this team. Deputy Provost, Bossa. Chairwoman. It's only a thing.
Mo tún ti dé bí mo ṣe ń dé kí Dre Versatile akọni bí ẹni láyé mi. Ọmọ tó bá ṣiṣẹ́ dédé ó yẹ kó lásìkò tá a fi máa jayé mò ń tẹnumọ́ lójoojúmọ́ o. Bí mo bá lówó yé bí mo bá lówó máa fi lò bá ara mi o. Máa jẹun tó dáa ó ṣọ́jú máa wọṣọ tó dáa máa gbádùn ara mi.
We can quickly hear from the chairman, then the executive governor of Oyo State will also tell us, and then we continue from the minister down.
Mr. Provost, can you explain what you mean by we hear from the chairman? It looks like a compendium of very interesting articles. I'm sure that we can pick up 5 copies for ₦1 million and share with our members of our colleagues who will be happy to go through it. Thank you, sir.
Maybe you didn't hear. The chairman is taking 5 copies for alarm of ₦1 million. Please let us make it available very quickly. Thank you. The Ibadan Southwest Local Government Chairman, Executive Chairman, representing Executive Governor. We have up to 1,000. If you want us to bring 100, now we'll bring it. And we know the budget is in Oyo State.
Thank you very much, Provost. As much as I would have loved to match my brother here, but you know, as a civil servant, we have to be very, very.
What the night again, where sun shines daily on the mountain top. I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reach Jamaica, I made a stop. Sad to say, I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I have to leave a little girl.
Okay, thank you very much. Like I was saying, I'm a public servant. I'm not like my brother, in the private sector, and I believe what you can do, I have to be very, very careful, because it's your money.
And I can't just go around and spending your money without giving me the authority to do it. But well, on behalf of the state government and Ibadan Southwest local government, for 5 copies, we'll be doing 500,000.
This is extraordinary important. Let us jam our hands together. Thank you very much. Please, in addition to the 4 copies, complementary copies to his office, 5 copies launched for 500,000 naira. Let us work on it very quickly. Thank you. Because of our time, I will be calling from the minister. I was told that I should reserve that of the minister. I should reserve it. We will hear alarm. Okay. Now I want to call on the executive director of NIOT, even standing in for the executive secretary of ALCN. Maybe they will talk from where they are, so that we will not waste time.
Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is an ambush because we belong to the same terrain. So how can you call me to come and launch? But however, on behalf of executive secretary of ARCN, I'm going to tell him he's going to send his own big envelope. So if my minister is sending an envelope, the ARCN also to send an envelope. But on behalf of myself and the entire management staff of our National Horticultural Research Institute, I'm going to launch 2 copies for 200,000 naira.
I did not hear the clap. You know, on a day like this, we cannot forget that IRT is our mother. We cannot hear what, so it's our mother. It's even father self. Father and mother. And maybe you don't know that Professor Ferrico Batolu is my own personal sister. And Professor G. Oluwatosin is my brother too. Okay? So let us hear from IRT.
I think I will behave like a civil servant. So, I promise you, my director is your sister. So, she will see you. You know where you meet. So, for a couple of 5 copies, she will see you.
Jam our hands together, 5 copies for IRT, and the director will see us handsomely. Let us move to the acting chairman Nachcard. That is the president of all provosts in Nigeria and the provost of Federal College of Agriculture, Akure.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I know that my brother, our host, our chief host for today, is just teasing me and pulling my leg. I beg to differ from my brother, the ED of NIHOT, because my minister is here, the ARCN is here, represented by the ED himself, and they have said that they will see the provost in camera. So I stand on that. The college and myself will see you in camera. Thank you.
You know the funniest thing? If he did not see me, by the grace of God, I'm in charge of the fund of Nachcard. I will just sign check for animal health. He has signed 5 checks for me to work. One of them, animal health. Okay, FCC, LLA, now we born their provost. If they don't talk well, go say we no agree. FCC, LLA, please.
Good afternoon all. I'm standing on the existing protocol again. My provost, your brother, and everything here to you. He has not sent me to donate anything, but I know that he's going to see you. He sent message to me again that I should appreciate you for honoring him during the ceremony at Eleyele. But I promise that he's going to see you when he comes back from Abuja. Thank you.
Thank you very much. He has an urgent call from Abuja this morning from the House of Assembly. Okay? Because of time, we will put that one on hold and quickly do other things that is very necessary. Okay? Conferment of awards. Conferment of awards. We will not overuse the Honorable Minister because it's a privilege that we have the Honorable Minister in the House. Please, Ma, we will stand to, there are not many, they are just 22. They are just 22. And I'll be very brief with it. I believe all the awardees are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be starting with the award of the Most Valuable Staff Award. And the winner of that award is the Deputy Provost Admin, Dr. Fumilayo Oladuni Ogunleke. You believe with me that she's very, she deserves the award.
Dear Dr. Fumilayo Oladuni Ogunleke, in recognition of your selfless contributions, excellent dedication, and
Okay, please, the next one is a Transformational Leadership Award. And it's going to start from the alumni. We have Mr. Olufemi Lonkin to come forward. Let him come with his wife. Transformational Leadership Award. I must put on record that alumni of this fellowship, of this college, they have donated toilet facility for the use of staff and students of this college. At the moment, they are already taking up the alumni building for this college. Another donation. We cannot talk it enough. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Dear Mr. Olufemi Lopkin, in recognition of your outstanding commitment to excellence, exemplary leadership, and dedication to the field of agriculture, you are hereby presented with Transformational Leadership Award. Congratulations.
The next person is the Secretary of Alumni, Mr. Olaide Olubumo, Transformational Leadership Award.
Dear Mr. Olaide Olubumo, in recognition of your outstanding commitment to excellence, exemplary leadership, and dedication to the field of agriculture, you are hereby presented with a Transformational Leadership Award. Congratulations.
Okay, I want to buy time. I will call the following four together, and we will just present to one. Dr. Ifeoluwapo Akombi, also Transformational Leadership Award. The head of department, Animal Health Technology, Dr. Taiwo Omomawiwa Olanrewaju, head of department, Computer Science Technology. The third one Dr. Olumide John Okuneye, the Assistant Director of Academic Planning. Assistant Director of Academic Planning. And the fourth one is our own, the SCCLA. You come and represent our Dr. Abdulganiu Ibrahim. The four of them.
Dr. Taiwo, or where do we start from? Dr. Ifeoluwapo Akanbi, Dr. Taiwo Olanrewaju, Dr. Olumide John Okuneye, Dr. Abdul Ibrahim, represented by Madam. So, for the four of you, in recognition of your outstanding commitment to excellence, exemplary leadership, and dedication to the field of agriculture, you are hereby today on the 61st anniversary of the college, presented with Transformational Leadership Award. Congratulations. Madam.
I think that one is buying time. We'll call the next one. They are Meritorious Service Award, Venerable Babatope David, Mr. Adene Ushadia, Mrs. Comfort Olurunke Akinlade, and Dr. Olufemi Olajide. The four of them, they are retired but they are not tired. Meritorious Service Award.
Good afternoon, everybody. In fact, it's a great thing to be able to serve in this kind of organization. For you to be able to serve 35 years is not a small thing. We sincerely appreciate God for life. We appreciate God for good health. So, Venerable Babatope David, Mr. Adeni Oshadia, Mrs. Comfort Olurunke Akinlade, Dr. Olufemi Olajide, in recognition of your excellent contributions and passionate dedication to the college during your service years, you are hereby awarded Meritorious Service Award today on the 61st anniversary of the college. Congratulations.
Okay, the last tranche, because of time. Okay, let us have the following Outstanding Staff Award. We have Mr. Akinyemi Ajala is on his way to JAMB for NYC assignment, for the college. Mr. Daniel Joseph, Mr. Daniel Joseph, DD. Mrs. Olubukola Lawrence Azua, Mrs. Olubukola Lawrence Azua, Mr. Solomon Olalude, that's the farm manager of Breeder Farm. Mr. Adeniyi Akinduro, that's the assistant manager of Breeder Farm. I hope he's here too. Okay. Mr. Temitope Adeyeye, that's the farm manager of our commercial egg farm. Mrs. Esther Banjoko, that is the director nursing service. Our clinic started with her and today, we are registered for NHIS and others. Mr. Matthew Adegbe. Mr. Matthew Adegbe. Thank you. That's the CSO of the college. Mrs. Adediwura Ademola. Mrs. Adediwura Ademola. Dr. Mutiat Bukola Salau. Some of you can come to my left. You can come to my left, some of you. Mr. Olori Olatuji Yusuf. Alhaji Olori. And Mr. Akinlosotu Busayo Ojo. Outstanding Staff Award. Please bring one for the minister to use. No. What of the Akiemi zone? Or anybody's zone that is not here?
Mr. Akiyemi Ajala, Mr. Dayo Daniel Joseph, Mrs. Olubukola Lawrence Azua, Mr. Solomon Olalude, Mr. Adeniyi Akinduro, Mr. Temitope Adeyeye, Mrs. Esther Banjoko, Mr. Matthew Adegbite, Mrs. Adediwura Ademola, Dr. Mutiat Bukola Salau, Mr. Olori Olatunji Yusuf, Mr. Akinlosotu Busayo Ojo. In recognition of your individual contributions, dedication and commitment to the growth and development of this college, on this day, 68th anniversary celebration of the college, you are hereby awarded Outstanding Staff Award. Congratulations. More grace to your elbow.
Please let us celebrate them.
Congratulations.
May I have the Honorable Minister to please stay? Okay, the second leg here. Okay. Agriculture, Akure, to please come around to present this. Why the ES and Director Nayot? Has he gone? Okay, maybe our chairman will do that for us, and then we'll be done with this side. Okay? Dr. Ajayi Tunde, winner of Ludo Games. Mr. Segun Ajayi, table tennis and draughts. Mr. Segun Ajayi, table tennis and draughts. Mrs. Medaedu Adebukola, Scrabble. Mr. Rabiu Olalekan, Mr. Rabiu Olalekan, Ayo Olopon. Where is Ijebu? Okay, Mr. Raji Taufik. Mr. Raji Taufik, maybe because he's a statistician, he used that agbadi to win the award. Okay, and the last one is Mr. Abokun Deji. Mr. Abokun Deji.
Well, on behalf of the provost, the management, staff and students of this great college, it is my pleasure to present these awards to all the recipients that are here who have performed outstandingly in various sports activities in the Inter-Union Games 2025, and in commemoration of this convocation program of Federal College of Animal Health and Production Technology, Ibadan. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations, thank you. Please, okay, let me not bother the overall chairman. Director IR&T, please come and present this for us. As I call you, you just come for the award. Take a handshake and take your gift. These are the retirees. Maybe they started their program while we are still under IR&T. Most likely, they started their program. Bringing it. They started their career while we are under IR&T. So as I call them, please come out very quickly. Number one, Mr. Ogunsheye Monday Ayo. Mr. Ogunsheye Monday Ayo. Take a handshake. Number two, Mr. Adio Ismaila. Number three, Mr. Oguibe. Okay. Saka Ganiyu is not here. Oguibe Augustine. Okay. I want the CC among them to begin to prepare. There is one CC among them. Somebody will think she's the CC, but she's not the CC. Please join me to welcome CC Sambo. CC Sambo. While I was the chairman of hostel services, Mama worked with me. Ogabi, don't worry. Even if it is 3 o'clock, she will finish the work that is assigned to her. Look at camera. Okay? Adeshina Said is not around. Adeniran is not around. Adeniran is around. Represented. Oh, okay. Madam Adeniran Comfort Omobola. Mr. Alani Olaiwola Niyi, please come up. Alani is not there. Okay, we are moving to the next category. We have Dr. Oshayomi Olajide Joseph. Is he around? Not around. Okay. What of Mr. Odola Lukman? I've not seen him. He's not. Odola Lukman. He's not around. Egbewale Moses. Egbewale Moses. Do you have Egbewale Moses here? Okay. Dr. Olajide Osayomi. He was deputy provost before he retired. He can singularly calculate the results of all the students manually before we started computer without error. That man is very strong. Mrs. Akinlade Comfort Olurunke. Mrs. Akinlade Comfort Olurunke. Mrs. Tasomi Titilayo Florence to follow. Do we have, okay, Mr. Laoye Olaolu Adetunji. He told me he traveled to Akwa Ibom. The next one, Dr. Olufemi Victor Olajide. Dr. Olufemi Victor Olajide. AB Abiola Adebayo Munda Siru àbáyé lè Munda o ọmọ yẹn lè kọ́ lè mọ́bẹ. The next one is Dr. Adejuigbe Adebayo David. Dayo ni o, not David. Dayo. Na Dayo Adejuigbe we know. Okay. It is Baba extra time lẹ́nu oníṣẹ́ ìjọba nìyẹn o. Extra time lẹ́nu oníṣẹ́ ìjọba nìyẹn o. Baba ti ṣe 70. Okay. Adejuigbe don do 70. He don do 70th birthday. But Baba will retire at 70. He's a professor. Elegbede Ahmed, is he here? Elegbede Ahmed. Okay. Alhaji Yusuf Hakeem Adebayo. Alhaji Yusuf Hakeem Adebayo. Do we have Mr. Oluwadare Paul Kayode? Paul sì gbé ìbẹ́pẹ alàgbàjù kan sí wa. Is he around? Okay. I think last but not the least is our indefatigable registrar. Indefatigable registrar. And that is Venerable Babatope David. Indefatigable registrar. I think we have taken care of those that are present here. We will go, thank you very much. Director can go and sit down. Very close, very quickly, we will receive announcement, registrar announcement. Do we have any convocation? Then after that, we want the chairperson of the 61st anniversary, vice chairperson, 61st anniversary, to be ready for vote of thanks. And after that, we close and we go and commission our building. From there, we wish us well. But please, there is refreshment for everybody in this hall. I believe they are working on it. Hooray! We thank God for this program. We thank God for where God has helped us to. I want to appreciate all our invited guests. It is one thing to invite people. It is another thing that they honor our invitation. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma. And for all our retirees who have worked assiduously even before we were employed, we thank you all. All members of staff, the pressmen, the crew people, I want to appreciate all of us. Well, as regards the announcement, most of the announcements have been taken care of. The most important one is that immediately after this program, we'll be going to the site of auditorium here to commission a project. And that is the security, the central security building. And tomorrow is another D-Day, where the 2023-24 will be graduating them tomorrow. And we'd like you to be with us just like you have honored us today. And by the grace of God, we're not going to take too much of your time, and none of the time you spend shall be regretted. I want to thank you all once again. And for people who have not been here for the past 4 or 5 years, please, we still have some time. You can go around the compound
The guest speaker has said the other time that when they were here, all this place were busy, and even Professor Watosi said it too. Even my own little self, when I came, this place was also busy. We thank God for what we are witnessing today. And for the past 4 or 5 years, we have witnessed a lot of structural and human capacity building. Please, let us feel free to move around and see what God is doing in our midst. Thank you all.
I think part of the announcement is that all staff of Federal College of Animal Health, your food is at LR3. That is the place in front of consultancy services. All our visitors should remain here. Your food will meet you here. And the management staff, I think they said, where? Aries. So thank you very much. The Vice Chairman, please.
On behalf of the college, I want to appreciate all our dignitaries here present, the ministers ably represented, the chairman of this occasion, all dignitaries on the high table. I want to appreciate you for taking time to celebrate with us. We appreciate you for coming, and we ask that God will grant you journey mercies back home. I want to appreciate the provost that put this together. Thank you for your relentless efforts for moving the college forward. I want to appreciate the management staff and all the staffs of Federal College of Animal Health. Thank you for coming. Thank you for making this a success. God bless you, and I pray that as you go back to your various places, God will grant you journey mercies. Thank you for coming. God bless you all.
Please, additional announcement before we disperse. We saw that some of our leaders, it is when they have passed on that we were honoring them, immortalizing them in this college. I want to move on from there. So by the grace of God and the backing of the management of Federal College of Animal Health and Biotechnology Ibadan, some building in the college will be named after some people that have meritoriously served the college. Number one, the entrepreneurship building will from today be known as Dr. Raji Moshood Entrepreneurship Building. The multipurpose laboratory will be known as Dr. Olufumilayo Olanike Adejimi Multipurpose Lab. Another one, our Dr. Nwog, the computer lab, software computer lab will be known as Dr. S.C. Nwogu Computer Laboratory. Last but not the least for today, in the nearest future, we will talk of another one. But last but not the least for today, the medical center will be named after our past board chairman. He's a medical doctor, Dr. Vincent Odigwe Medical Center. Thank you very much for your backing. There are more to be done, but we'll do it gradually. Thank you very much. God bless you.
On this note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your patience this morning. You agree with me that this program has been very, very productive and very, 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 very successful. Before we depart, let us take the national anthem. The media. The last answer.
We hail thee, our own dear native land, though tribes of Medieval, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign